when we sale agreed properties before lockdown, thankfully all those sales held. There was a fear at the time that sales would fall through, but thankfully the majority of our sales that were agreed before lockdown continued to go through slowly, yes, but we have now handed keys over to those. As soon as we were officially allowed back and our offices were opened up again and we were allowed to put properties on the market, we have seen quite a high volume of activity in the property market. Probably every property we put on in less than a week, in many cases, they have been sale agreed, which has been very good. And one property in particular over at Scarva, I put it on, and within 3 days with 22 viewings across the door, and I was there one night to 9:30. So I think that would suggest that the activity has been very good. Contrary to the fears that the property market would have a serious problem, thankfully to date that has not happened.
Yeah. And obviously there's been a lot of talk about stamp duty and the changes in it, and how do you think that's affected the affordability of houses for people looking at the moment?
It has made a vast difference, and the stamp duty holiday, which hopefully will go up to the 31st of March next year and maybe even extended, has been a real help, because people, especially first time buyers, people are saving anywhere between £2,500 maybe up to £5,000 of properties that have sale agreed and have taken a look at what the stamp duty would have been if it would have been on. So it has made a vast difference, and it has allowed people to, properly manage their finances and maybe push the price of the property a bit further, because they know that the stamp duty is not going to be placed upon them.
And so we've talked about buying houses. Have you seen a more of a push on people trying to sell houses as well? Have people become to do a lot more?
Yes, it has been an unusual year, because generally estate agents like ourselves, really during the winter months you will get properties come on, but then from spring onwards people have been getting their grass cut, getting the plants tidied up, getting paint and whatever done, and getting their properties prepared. Because that was during lockdown, that had caused a problem, and there have been those clients who have contacted me keen to maybe put their house in the market, but because of the current pandemic they were a bit concerned about sort of allowing people to walk around their home and be doing viewings on it. So it has put some people off, but we have had a good number of properties come on. But the sooner we bring them on, and it's not a sales pitch, it's a fact, as soon as we put them on, within a week thankfully, we're getting them sale agreed. So it's always trying to keep that turnover of properties coming, which every property is welcome. But there has been that increase in properties, but in an unusual year where you probably would have had more last year compared to this year.
No, and so have you seen any kind of trends in what people are looking for? Come to you asking what they want, perhaps gardens, or maybe where they wanted utility rooms before, maybe they want space for an office?
You're probably finding now, because of the pandemic, and I know this is happening probably even across other parts of the UK, people are looking a bit more outdoor space, because during the pandemic one thing that was important was the fact that they had good amenity space and good gardens. And you're finding now that people, especially sort of younger families, are looking to get away from the 3 bedrooms up to the 4 bedrooms, which is always a challenge, because there can be a lesser of the 4 bedroom properties on the market currently. But you generally find the trend is a bit more amenity space compared to previously, where people weren't really keen in gardens. Now they've learned during pandemic it's not bad to have a wee bit of space around your property. So you're finding that, but especially the 4 bedroom properties. But for the first time buyers, it's a matter of just getting onto the property ladder. So for those with the stamp duty, they're making a saving. It's a great purchase for them.
Yeah. And so do you think you've seen an increase in first time buyers coming through your doors and getting sales agreed?
Yes, there has been an increase, because even some of the new builds that we have had, it's been a matter of first time buyers coming in. They've gone to see about their finance, they've gone and got their mortgage agreed in principle, and then they're going to the next level of sale agreeing properties, which has been very good and it's been very strong this year. So what was doom and gloom during the pandemic thankfully did not carry through, and it has been very good for all the agents, not just locally but even across the UK and the Irish Republic as well. So it has been good. How long that lasts, we don't know. And we know that the economy is going to come under severe pressure, but as things currently stand, we're happy and delighted in the way the property market has been going.